Which Nintendo console has your favorite cases? Now, I'm going to spoil my answer right off the rip and say that my favorite is the Nintendo DS, just because it's essentially a normal Nintendo case, but smaller, and I've always just loved how it's smaller, it's more compact, but it's like a little bit wider to account for the fact that it is smaller, yet they still have to squeeze inside like a manual, and they have a slot for your little GBA cover in the game right there, and the Nintendo DS logo and everything. And every time that I see the Nintendo DS case, it always made me realize that something is a bit off about the Nintendo Switch case, and that's because when you open it, there's a whole lot of room and a whole tiny game. You know what I mean? Like, not a whole lot of game in there for such a big case, and I never really thought about it too deeply, but I always knew that something kind of threw me off a little bit about the Switch case, and I realized it when reading the comments of one of my previous videos that, yeah, this is a pretty big case for a whole lot of nothing. Now, occasionally there's a manual in there, but of course they could also just put it over on this side and make things a bit smaller. But with all that being said, you know, there's a few other contenders, right? Like the 3DS, then you have like the GameCube, and I've always been partial to like the GBA, you know, like cardboard boxes and just like Game Boy, Nintendo 64, stuff like that. But, you know, when it comes to cases overall, I do think the Nintendo DS is my favorite. Though the Wii U does come really close, the only reason the DS beats it out is just because, I don't know, I feel like the DS, just in terms of design language, is ever so slightly cleaner, but I mean, the Wii U, definitely a close second. You guys know me. Wii U is my favorite Nintendo console. Love the Wii U so much. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. What is your favorite Nintendo case or console case? You know what I'm trying to ask. Which one?